Hi guys, this is Akhlaq Ahmed. Welcome back to my channel once again. For those of you who are new to my channel, thank you for stopping by to see this tutorial. Now, what we're gonna do today, guys, is the usual creative stuff. Now, this is a photo shoot which I actually did last year before the UK national lockdown. So it is a Captain America style of shoot. I did this with a friend who is a massive fan of Marvel and cosplay events. So we decided to do a Captain America photo shoot. So what we're gonna do today, guys, is we're gonna sort of like create a Marvel kind of Captain America kind of poster look, if that makes sense. So without further ado, guys, let's get stuck in. Now, first thing what we're gonna do, I think you already know the answer, because if you've been watching my previous tutorials, this is the very first thing I do. We just want to sort of like capture this model by using the quick selection tool. Now, it is a bit tricky, guys. I mean, I would recommend that you use the pen tool, but the reason why I'm using the quick selection tool is because I don't have my Wacom tablet yet, because with the Wacom tablet it makes life so much easier. I don't have one yet, guys. I do apologize, but it will be on the way soon. So until then, just please bear with me. But with that being said, this isn't a difficult image to go around with the quick selection tool. So but what we want to do is, I mean, whenever you do this method, always, and I say this always, make sure you've gone around the edges with everything you want to capture, because if you miss a little bit out, it can cause problems, and then you're gonna have to go around the image and start all over again. So just be aware of that, guys. So actually we haven't done too bad here. Yeah, I think that should be okay. So that wasn't too bad as I thought. So yeah, so basically now, actually, yeah, now that I've got this in, so what we want to do next is we want to go select, save selection. We'll just save this as Captain, as in, you know, Captain America. Let's capture a bit up there. Yeah, we just want to sort of like save. I'll do that again. So we're just gonna save this. We just save it as Captain. So there, we've got that saved, guys. So now what we want to do, I've got a few images open, so we're just gonna drag some images as we go along. So this is my main image what I want to use. So what we're gonna do here then is just basically, as I do in every tutorial, we're just gonna drag this guy into here. And there you go. So yeah, we've got that. We've got the Captain America in now. So just keep the shift press and just drag these in a bit. Just gonna see how that looks. Something like that. Or if I just keep it how it was before. Oops, I've just gone a bit too far there. I'll just have to drag that in again. I do apologize about that, guys. Yeah, I'd rather just leave it there, you know, just so, because I think the shape there is perfect. I'll just, or actually what I might want to do is, because it can actually cause problems sometimes when the image is sticking out a bit. So yeah, I'll just have a look, see what that looks like. No, actually, I'll just leave it there. Sorry, guys. See, that's the thing with me. I can't make my mind when I'm doing these things. I do apologize. But yeah, so here we've got our model here. Now, next thing that we want to do is we want to just click on the layer. So Control Shift I for invert. then we just want to sort of like invert this because we might need that later. Then here basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring the where's it gone? So we're gonna bring the fire in. So I just drag this into the image, bring this guy down here. Just gonna sort of stretch it out by pressing shift and just drag it to the edge there. Again, we want to select. Actually, with this one, it doesn't really matter because it's just on top. So we're gonna just scroll down to the let's just say, yeah, we'll bring it down to linear dodge and burn. Then what we want to do is with this we just want to bring this down there. Can you see what's happened there? I brought the layer down so the fire is actually behind the subject now, if that makes sense. So perfect, just the way we want it. I'm just gonna press shift and drag this up a bit so we've got the image perfect there. Yeah, so that's looking good so far. I mean, don't worry if it's not looking good because we've only just started the process, so it is gonna take a lot of playing around here. And yeah, so with this image we're gonna do the exact same thing. So we're gonna just quick selection. Again, I do usually use the quick pen tool, but this image isn't going to be too bad to capture. Let's go around there, just make sure you've got everything in. I mean, with the it doesn't really matter with the hair. Whoops, I've got to start again, sorry guys. Yeah, with the hair it doesn't really matter if you've got some bits missing, because I'd say round about there. See what I mean, guys? I've just gone over it again, so let's go around there. Now we've got it. Let's bring that down a bit. Let's capture that there. Perfect. Let's drag this here. See, this is how I normally do it, I'll just go around the image. If I've gone too far, I'll just click on the alt, and then can you see the mouse, it's turned into a minus. So plus now, and then when I press the alt, it's a minus, so we can go around it. So just bear that in mind, guys. So we've got this again, we want to select, save selection. We'll just save this as body, just for the sake of it. Body. Then we want to just drag this guy in. Oops, not working. I'll have to do that again. Sorry about that, guys. So, actually, I think I know why it's doing that. So I've gone on to, let me just do that again, save selection, body, okay. See, now we got it. Sorry guys, I had to do that again because sometimes it just doesn't catch it. So with this we want to drag the side so automatically resizes it. We're going to just go down here. Then what we're going to do here is we're just going to simply go on. I'm just going to go down the list, see what works. But this one I'd normally use luminosity. And then we're just going to bring this guy down a bit. So we're just going to, the idea here is just we're going to blend it in. I might change that afterwards, so I don't know yet. We'll see how it goes. Now notice how this bit has gone over the head. Now there is a way behind that. I'll just drag this guy there. Can you see now it's gone behind the model? Perfect. just what we wanted. Okay guys, so now that we've got that, the next thing we want to do here is we're gonna sort of like it's gonna go around the edges. I might bring this up a little bit. Yeah, so now that we've got these two images, the idea here now is we just basically we want to kind of like blend this in somehow. So it's gonna go onto this guy here, keep that highlighted. Then we want to go on select and mask, and then we want to go on smooth here, and then make sure this is the edge brush is selected. And then what we're gonna do is here we're gonna simply go down. Can you see what we're doing here? We're just sort of like blending the sides in. There, can you see that? We're just sort of like basically feathering it in. Now, if you have seen my previous tutorials, you can see that I have used this method before. I've probably used it in nearly every tutorial so far. So just gonna go over it. So that's basically what we want to do now. If it still isn't looking too right, don't worry guys, we are gonna play more around with this image as we go along, so don't worry. So we've got this in now. What we want to do is there's also another way of actually blending this. So what I'm going to do is, if you see the see this tool here, the gradient tool, I'm going to press gradient tool. Actually I want to, yeah, so make sure this is highlighted, because that's what you should do, and make sure this is on basic, and then what you want is this one, that one there. Then what we're going to do is, now this is another way of blending it guys. I've not done this in another tutorial, so this is actually quite new. So we're going to look, if I just show you, oops, if I click on that one there, can you see that? I'm doing this just to show you how it blends in. Look at that guys, that is a very good blending tool. I actually prefer this better than the refining one. Obviously this doesn't, the fire thing doesn't look right yet, because we still need to drag it down there a bit slightly. Then what I'll do is I'm just gonna make shift up a bit there. So yeah, so with the gradient tool, as I was saying guys, can you see how nicely, just make sure this is selected. That's another way of blending the image in. Can you see what it's actually doing there? So that is a very useful tool. I will be using that. So can you see how it's actually nicely blended it in? It's gonna bring this guy down a bit so it doesn't, it's gonna bring the fire down there. Can you look, can you actually see how the fire is blending in just by using that tool, the gradient tool? It is a very powerful tool. I strongly recommend it. I mean, just how, look how beautiful that is guys, awesome. They blended it in very nicely. Again, we're gonna do the same thing over here as well. So always make sure this is selected. Actually, I don't know why I'm going there. It's this one I'm looking at. What I need to do here actually is just go and select. Then what we want to do is Control Shift I. Then we want to invert that. Sorry, I should have actually done that before. I do apologize guys, but if you see my previous tutorials, it's the same exact same method. So just make sure this is highlighted again, gradient tool, that one there. what we want to do is, can you see there, guys? It's gonna look at that, guys. Do you see what I've just done there? I'll do that again. So all we've done is we've done the gradient tool. Make sure that is selected. Then we're going to drag it from bottom to top. Can you see how nicely it's blended that in? Perfect. Exactly what we wanted. That's how they actually do this in the Marvel posters. I'll just show you at the end, but I'll just show you. But that is actually one method that I tend to use when I blend down images. It is absolutely a game changer. You know, I can't really express it enough. I'm just gonna use this a few times just so say about there. Yeah. So that, with that being done now, guys, so what we want to do now is basically we're going to concentrate on just basically blending these images in now. Blending an image in, it can be actually quite tricky when you've cut and pasted that. So basically the way I do this is, you see this fire here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on that guy there, and then the drop picker tool there. So we're going to click on Alt and sample, kind of like sample some bits of fire, should I say. Sorry guys, I told you to click on that. It's actually this. I do apologize. Yeah, so we're basically picking a bit of shade out of here. We're going to go on to brush. Then make sure the flow is, well, I'll put it on 3% for now just to test it out. See what it does. Now you can see it is a bit too... There. Can you see what we're doing there? We're kind of like blending the orangey bit. And then what I might want to do is basically I want to go on to the white color. Can you see what we're doing there, guys? That's my way of blending. The whole idea of this is we're actually blending the image in. So if you give it a bit of a light kind of with a light brush, give it a light kind of look. Can you see how it's blending in? That's exactly how I do it. In terms of the fire, I might want to bring that guy forward. Just gonna see what works here. See, this is what I normally do, guys. I always there. Can you see that? This is what I do. I normally play around with the layers as well, because that helps a lot as well. So it makes it look like a proper Marvel kind of poster here. Now, I've watched many tutorials on YouTube how photographers actually do it. This is where I've actually picked up the talent, if that makes sense. That's where I've actually picked it up from. And you know that this is exactly how you learn. You know that this is what YouTube is for. You know, we're just learning from other people as well. This is you know, it's like a community helping each other. That's basically all it is. Now I might want to sort of like drag this guy down here. I think that's actually looking a lot better, I think, from my perspective. Looking a lot better. Again, guys, as I've said in every tutorial, don't be afraid of experimenting, moving things around. It's the only way you'll learn, you see. So, just gonna... That's actually not too bad. I love that. Yeah, looking good, guys. Right. So now you can see this top image. I'm just gonna see if I can go down, see what that... This isn't too bad. I mean, I might still stick with the luminosity because I feel that one blends in nicely. I mean, even hard light isn't too bad. Let me just have a look. I'm not too sure about the hard light. Soft light. I'll just... No, I think that's a bit too much overlay. What about color dodge? Let's have a look. Color dodge, I feel that's a bit too much. No, guys, I think I might stick to luminosity because I think that one works the best, to be fair. Just fade it out a bit, yeah. There you go, guys. So we've also blended this in now. If you notice, I was using the yellow, well, the orange. What we did was we sampled the color out of the fire here, and we sort of like went round the model to sort of like, you know, blend it in. So the way we did that was we picked the dropper tool, alt, click on here, brush, then just make sure that is in there. I've just used the white for now because I feel that one blends in nicely. But that's not actually too bad, guys. I might want to actually, you know what, I might actually bring another of those flames here. Drag this guy here. And then, so for this one, we use the linear dodge. So with this one, I'll probably might do the same depending on what works. Actually, I'll just change this. Linear dodge. I might keep that to screen actually. This one I might do again, you see how the fire is over the model, so I might drag this guy down there. See how it blends in nicely. If I bring it further down, see if that does it. No, to be fair, that's actually looking good as it is, if I'm being completely honest. Let's drag this guy there. Yeah, that's actually not too bad. And then what I want to do is just basically we're gonna just sort of like work on this guy a bit more, so let's keep that highlighted. Then we're gonna go on to adjustments, gradient map, this guy again, look at that. Then we're gonna go close this, layers, bring this guy down, bring it slightly down. Look how beautiful that is, guys. I'd say around about there. See what it looks like without. Still not much difference, so I might just want to about there. Yeah. Now the good thing about this is, see if I just move this guy around here, can you see it's just either way it's going on behind the model, so it's not going over him, it's going behind him, which is actually quite impressive. That's the beauty of Photoshop. Absolutely amazing. Now I think what we want to do is we just want to do a bit more work with this guy here. So we're going to go on adjustments, color. Now the color mixer is actually, the channel mixer is actually my favorite to blend images in. So we're just gonna bring this guy. Yeah, can you see how cinematic that is looking? How awesome that is. Now because this is a Marvel kind of poster we're doing, we want to give this a bit of a kind of I'd say about a cold kind of look. So let's see how that works. I'd say about there, guys. Something like that, yeah. And then what we want to do is greens. Let's have a look. Yeah, that I actually quite like that. And you know what, I don't think I'm gonna mess around with this too much, because that is actually beautiful the way it is. To be fair, that's actually amazing. So we've got this now. Next thing we want to do is I'm still not too sure about this guy up here, so what we'll do is we're just gonna hide all these first. Then what we want to do is select and mask. I same what we did before, guys. 3%, make sure that is the second one we want. Yeah, that I think that's actually starting to look a lot better now. Can you see how this is actually blending in? Now this bit, I think it's the edge bit, because I think I've gone a bit too overboard there. Let me just have a look. Perfect. It can, you know, guys, it can take a lot of playing around. You know, these kind of you know, blending in images, they're not very easy to do. I can tell you that. I mean, you can see already how much effort I'm actually putting in just to get it right, you know. But don't be afraid of playing around with it. That's it's the only way you're gonna learn, you see. Then what I'm gonna do is, yeah, that's actually not too bad. So if I go on to layers, bring back everything we've done. Yeah, I'm actually loving that. So just bring this guy open now. Think what I might want to do, obviously we need to add a bit of text, obviously, because it is a bit of a poster as well. So we're gonna go on text, captain. So, and just to add, guys, for those of you who don't know, well, a lot of you probably may already know anyway if you're a Adobe user. So if you go on here, if you got your Adobe Cloud, what you can do is, can you see, if you open this, if you go on browse more fonts, if you go on here, you are entitled to if you've purchased the Photoshop package, you are actually entitled to choose different fonts. So I might already have one opened, but there, can you see? So say for example, the good thing about this is if I type in Captain America, and it'll actually give you a preview of what the log there. Can you see here? So once you've looked at all these, you're entitled to actually download them as well. But see, it's got the names on it. So this one is Battery Park. So, and that's the good thing about this. You see, you can always just check out what other fonts are available. Let me click on OK. It's Battery Park. So I'm going back to this. So where did we go now? So so as I was saying, guys, you can actually choose your own fonts as well. That's the good thing about this. There, can you see there? That's the one I just downloaded earlier, Battery Park. That was the name of it. So let's just say I want to type in let's just say I would just want to type in Captain America. Please do bear with me, guys. I do have a very slow system. So Captain, you see what I mean, guys? I have got a bit of a slow system. I do apologize for that. Well, actually, it's not a slow system. It's just because I've got a lot of things on it, and the hard drive's almost full, so that's why I do apologize. I will sort that out. So Captain America, let's just say. I'm not having any luck with this system, guys. I think we've already got a layer on top, so let me just get rid of that guy there. America. See, I've typed in Captain America and it's just sort of like going slow. It's sort of like taking its there we go. It's just taking its time there. So what we want to do is we just want to sort of like decrease the size of the actual text. So, right, there we go. See, when I drag this down, then the computer is taking its time to catch up. It was working fine when we did all that editing, so it just had to happen now. So yeah, there we go, Captain America. So what I'm going to do here is, if I go on select, actually, I'm going to go on to Control-Shift-I, invert. Now, can you see here? If I click on, actually, I've realized what I've done. If I just go down there, can you see? It's actually behind the model now. Can you see that? So if I go there, see how it brings it down. Captain America there. It's starting to look like a proper Marvel poster now, guys. We finally got there. Now I think I might want to if I just bring it up, let's just say there, Captain America. That's actually not too bad, Captain America. I'm just not sure if I want the text above the model or behind him. I can't seem to work that out. Captain America. Because, I mean, to be fair, it does actually look good behind the model as well. It actually looks realistic when it's behind him. But what I can't work out is Captain America. So actually what I'll do is see if I bring this guy down. Yeah, I think it looks good below as well. I'm just gonna go down here. So again, guys, the idea here is we're just blending the text in. Exclusion doesn't look too bad. I like that exclusion. So if I go on to exclusion and then sort of like, let's just that's not too bad, guys. I'm just gonna exclusion. Again, so do you remember how I showed you the blending in thing? So let's just say I want to save, if I just want to Control Shift I for invert. Let's just say for argument's sake we want to blend this guy in as well. So can you see we can also blend the text in as well? Just so you know, guys, I mean, it's all about using your imagination. I'm just showing you this just to show that it can work with text as well. Chapter number. Let's just have a look. Capture the very cursor. You want to bring this down. Now I do actually like the text behind the model as well. So it is a bit of a tricky one, but you know, obviously we don't want to. I don't want to make this video any long just to decide where I want the text. So let's just say we want that there. Then color dodge. Now see what happens when I actually bring the Captain America down there below. Can you see how the fire, the text is actually blended in with the fire? Can you see that? So if I just click on here, I think I might leave it there, guys, to be fair. But you know, obviously if I had more time, I'd probably play around with it more to get that correct effect. But because I'm doing a tutorial with you guys on this video, you know, I don't want to spend about half an hour just on text. Then obviously you guys are gonna get bored as well. But can you see how it's nicely bought? The text blends in. Or we can actually leave it here. This is what I normally do, guys. I always move the layers about, so it's completely normal for me. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Before I close this off, guys, let me just show you something. So can you see over here? You're probably already aware of this movie on Disney. So can you see? This is what something like that. Can you see how they've actually blended in the layers? So what they've basically done is just blended in the layers the way I've shown you, so you can see how the image is going over this background. So that's basically how Marvel actually do it. So same kind of style. That's just to give you an idea, guys. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it here, guys, because I don't want to bore you just for, you know, deciding where the text goes. But if you have learned something from this tutorial, guys, please give me a thumbs up if you've benefited from this. You know, please do check out my websites in the links below. You can add me on social media. Any questions, don't hesitate to drop them in the comment text below. And please subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you guys on the next video. Thank you for watching and take care.